I myself, presumably, I'm my own, we can say. But the dress, the t shirt I'm wearing today is not my own. So, it's my friend's. So, not my own means other. It's others. Now, ethics today, especially after Levinas, is ethics of otherness. However, it has always been so. Most moralists or ethical teachers always were ethical or moralists, almost always, by enjoining upon us to think about others, not ourselves. Levinas's other is with a big O. It is a bit complicated concept, but I am generalizing it here. It means not us. Ethics tells us to be aware of others' needs, if not before ours, as Philip Sidney did. Thy need is greater than mine. Gave the last pail of water that was brought for him before his death to another soldier and died. But at least, if not to that extent, at least along with us, or maybe after us. But still, we have to. Now, today we'll talk about Rabindranath Tagore. In fact, in this 5-6 minutes videos, it's very difficult to talk about a colossal figure like Tagore. And he, you know, was active for almost 65 to 70 years. He lived for 80 years, and from his early childhood he had started composing poems, rhymes, you must say, and did many other things. In fact, he was in a way, the leader of the Indian independence movement, also till one of the leaders before Gandhi emerged. He was the face of India to the outer world before Gandhi came to the scene. And because the first Nobel laureate of Asia, 1913, you know that story. And so many things. It's very difficult to say about him in even a book of 200 pages. He, for example, set up a university, Vishwabharati, Shantiniketan. He practiced homeopathy. Though I personally don't recommend homeopathy, but anyway, he treated people. He was a priest also, and in his 60s he took to painting, and in fact he became one of the very important modernist painters of India. Those painters who ushered in modernity in painting. Modernist is of course a technical term related to English literature, but I prefer it to modern, because modern often has the connotation of being only chronologically modern, whereas modernist actually more than that. So everyone who is modern may not be a modernist if we take modern to mean contemporary. Anyway, coming to the top, ethics and philosophy of Rabindranath is also based on otherness, needs of others, requirements of others. So for that, he was a strong humanist trend in him in the book that has been prescribed for you by my good friend and knowledgeable person, Professor Pius. So she has rightly pointed out, because that is also the same problem. It is again, the book had many things have to be given, but the crux of Tagore's thing is humanism, and it is based on both the ideals of Vedanta and Upanishads that I have spoken to you earlier. That is the Vedantic idea or Upanishadic idea that the same God is everywhere. In fact, it is one of the favorite shlokas of Tagore. Yo Vishwang Bhuvanam Avivesha Yo Deva Osadhisu Apsu. The deity or God who is pervading, all pervading in the universe, who is in plants, who is in water, like that. So we are all part of what that whole. So we should not be selfish, violent, etc., etc. The rest are reducible. However, I would like to add something here. Tagore was also a highly eco-conscious person. In my regular channel, there is a video on Tagore's concerns or Tagore essay on the religion of the forest. So this is one of the important part of his ethics and philosophy which I'd like to add. For him, in that essay slightly polarizes. Generally, he often does not polarize, but there he polarizes that Western civilization has basically developed its course through its attempts at challenging nature, because like England, France, they were surrounded by the ocean, seas. So the sea always challenged them and they tried to conquer it. To the contrary, in India, he says it is the civilization of Tapovan, forests, rishis, bodhis who lived in the forests. And if we add northeast also, today we are from northeast, we should bring up. There is also this, we have been forest dwellers because sea is not there. So our ideas, Tagore deduces, is to live in harmony with nature, not against nature. And then he also criticizes this spirit of competitiveness, whether individual or racial, in his nationalist essays, like, the Western material civilization, which promotes it, be better than other nations, colonize, Tagore continuously speaks against that. Here he is almost on the same page as Gandhi today is. It's gone though Gandhiji's birthday. I'll talk about him in another video. There were some differences, but overall they say. So Gandhi had said that this technological civilization that the West has given us is satanic civilization. He said we should go back to their own civilization. They should resort what Jesus Christ said. So first of all, Tagore, humanism, abiding humanism. Therein also comes his criticism of untouchability that was practiced in India in many places, or his famous poem in Bharat Tirtha, called Bharat Tirtha in Bangla. So all should come together, the Brahmin, non-Brahmin, untouchable, and he enjoins on the Brahmin that it is duty to take others like that. And Hindu, Muslim, East, West, everyone were together. In fact, the university that he constituted is named Vishwa Bharati. Look here, Vishwa, as you know, means the world, the universe. Vishwa Vidyalaya, the school. Bharati, related to Bharat. That is the story of Bharat. It also means Saraswati. So Vishwa Bharati, both the local and the global, as we say today, local. So local, say India for us, and Vishwa. So Vishwa should be there, Bharat also should be there. We should not lose sight of each other. So Tagore supported nationalism so far as it supported anti-colonialism, but beyond that he was a humanist. All humans all over the world are equal. So humanism in Tagore is the very important first point. He tried to uphold this through almost all his writings, even short stories, poems, not to talk about. He also tried for the abolition or restriction of the zamindari system. He himself was from a zamindar family, but he knew the pain of the subjects, etc. Humanism is the main part of Tagore's ethics. But equally, my second point is ethics. Ethics of nature, yes, nature-centeredness. The religion of the forest, everywhere. That we should live in harmony with nature, not against nature and against technological civilization. However, unlike Gandhi, he did not recommend total rejection of technological civilization. In fact, he had sent his son Rabindranath to America to learn the latest methodologies of agriculture, and also that people can be helped here. But still, overall thing is more natural in Tagore, more natural than industrial. And then the third thing is, of course, I said it while discussing the first point, that Brahman, that spirituality. This is there in my videos on Upanishad, which are there in this channel. The difference is that Tagore, did not follow Shankar Vedanta. I had made my Vedanta video based on Shankar Vedanta. Basically, I said it there, that Maya, illusion, etc. But many people say, even in fact, you can also read that many things in Shankara are superimposed on the Upanishads. Upanishads do not talk about Maya in this. Only in one place there is a shloka, Indra becomes many through Maya. Shankara extended it, and people say there was more of Buddhist influence on Shankara. Tagore takes Upanishads literally. That is not that everything is illusion, but everything is God. Aurobindo's idea also. Later, though he made it in a very presented in very complicated terms. But anyway, so Ananda Rupam Amritam Yad Vibhati. So Sat Chid Ananda. I said in my video on Upanishads, and Tagore has elaborated this in his essay, The Religion of the Forest and elsewhere. So this Brahman has three aspects: Sat, everlasting; Chit, conscious; and Ananda, not happiness. His happiness is sensory, related senses, the bliss we can say. So many songs, Jagote Ananda Jogya Amar Nimantrana, like that. So that everywhere there is Ananda. And he's a believer, so uh, everything is finally according to spirituality. Finally, there is no loss, no tragedy in the world, though they appear to be so, because finally Brahman is there and we all are there in Brahman, so very immortal. So, ache dukkha, ache mrityu, prabhu ananta jaga, like that. This part is slightly a bit, it may appear to you to be, say, surreal, supernatural, but anyway, discussing his philosophy, not ours. So, I would say that first of all, humanism; second, uh, duties to nature, or priority of nature; third is spirituality. These three more or less would make Tagore's ethical philosophy, Tagore's philosophy, let us say ethical philosophy, not because there are many other things in his philosophy, so we will complete. So uh, humanism, nature, spirituality, HNS we can say. Remember this code. Thank you.